BEERRUN, beer run. BEERRUN, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. BEERRUN, beer run.
Guys, Sunday. Johnny's safely on an airplane by now. That shit was fun. It's like, oh yeah, let's just start off with a 18%er and have a couple of 21s, and then we had a few more beers, and then we went and had dinner. I think I had 3 Bloody Marys there. What are we looking at today? Well, I was going to look at, got a bunch of shit that Johnny left, but I also got a bunch of stuff from Paul Hasman 440, and there's actually, both of them are a mash. This one is a collaboration between Great Lakes Brewing and Oscar Blues. Now, I have to admit, I would normally go with, I've been told that it's Oscar, and I've been told that it's Oscar. And just when I had gotten safely in the Oscar department, Johnny said that when he was at his liquor store, they actually had a representative there, and he kept saying that it was Oscar. Whatever. Mash appeal. What can I tell you about this? It's 4.3% by volume, and it's 2 of my favorite breweries making up something. So, this was a 2015 Cleveland Beer Week. This Kentucky Common Lager has a rich malt flavor with a tart finish. And it kind of looks like Coca-Cola. Even though it had a lot of carbonation, it'd all be gone. Kind of smells like a lager. A little on the malty side. Just a little bit of a sweetness there. And maybe the sign of the sour. So, cheers, guys. Well, it's definitely nothing like any of the tart or the sours from the brewery, which it's sort of in there as far as the tart goes, but it's not. Surprisingly, and I don't know if it's one of those things that it didn't weather the ride well or what, but it has a pretty flat, like mouthfeel to it. I mean, you saw the carbonation. Look like the other one. It's literally like a pop. You get that get that head, and as soon as you're done pouring, she's all gone. Pretty much the same effect. Okay, so by the time you see this, the AR giveaway is being extended for another 2 weeks. Very disappointed, very disappointed actually. Definitely didn't make it difficult, but as of right now, there's been 14 entries. 14 entries for a free rifle and pistol. I mean, I guess it really doesn't, just in the scheme of things, it really doesn't matter as long as you find the right person, but kind of leaves the sample group pretty light. If you're one of those 14, man, your odds are pretty damn good as of right now. I mean, it's going to be hand-picked for somebody. Want it to really go to a good home. Laugh my ass off. Find a video over at the other channel where I have never not said who I am. Hey guys, ebomey here. Every video, almost everyone closes out with ebomey out of here. How do people get it wrong? I just watched 2 entries in a row, and it's my black counterpart, Ebony. I mean, one guy, I'll give him, I suppose I should actually, well, no, because you can watch the video. I mean, I've done like support videos for people that I didn't really know anything about them, and their channel name is like no idea, and you watch like 14 of their videos, and at no point do they ever say who the hell they are. So they just have to guess, I guess. Try to make it easy. Had a couple requests for visual aids. I mean, other than her. The Browning Safari chambered in 30-06 I have not had for a couple of years. I don't know. Seems like a pretty decent. It was a pretty decent rifle, I guess. Could have used a scope upgrade on it, and I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, my grandfather's 22. I'm just trying to think if I even own a single rifle that's got like wood grain to it. I don't know. Even if I went and got something, even if someone gave me a really good deal on something, you know, like I've always liked the Browning A bolts with the Boss systems, but I still lean towards the synthetics, and I guess I just like the evil black rifles. But the other one was to see, Brad asked to see the battle arms. Well, thankfully, for a while anyway, I can still show you that, because if you don't know the history on that, this rifle was a custom, and my goal was a over-the-top specialty build for my youngest daughter, Samantha, graduation from college. When she graduated with her ASE certifications, and now she is a mechanic at our largest Toyota dealership, which, as she points out, it's still the Toyota dealership in this area. So I don't think it's going to be long before she moves and probably ends up starting somewhere else at like twice what she gets paid here. But Plus, she got talked back into some help. She was the self-proclaimed queen of the warehouse at Best Buy. So she's also been working back with doing. She works 410s at the Toyota dealership, and she's been working weekends at Best Buy back as a warehouse guru. But this was her present. I almost went a different direction with this, and I'm really glad I didn't. I don't need to want to get all emotional on you, but I could have saved some money and gone with the LRWC, not the Reaper, because the Reaper is chambered in 308, but an LWRC for a little less money than I have in this. But that rifle would have been something out of the box. This one was built by me for Samantha. So when she looks at it, this will always be the rifle that her daddy built for her. So, Brad, what do you want to know about it? The Battle Arms receiver set happens to be the nicest receiver set I have ever worked with. Some people don't like the big like mouth opening on it. I've seen versions of this that they may even have out by now, because I know they had some prototypes where they were going to lighten these even more by cutting out the little triangular areas and skeletonize the mag well on it. So starting at the front, hi. Starting at the front is of course a Huber Concepts, and John made her a Celtic cross on it. It is a 20-inch Wilson Combat fluted barrel with a, I don't remember what the hell this thing even was. This is a Cyrac Ordnance adjustable gas block. GG&G bipod. This isn't the one I actually had on here for her, but after the BMG broke, I decided that I'd rather this rifle had a $230 bipod on it, as opposed to the big guy breaking another one. An Odinworks kind of looks like a little tiny AFG. You could use it like this. Samantha wanted it as an index, as a hand stop, but it could also be used various ways. An Odinworks 12.5-inch handguard on it for her reach. It didn't have to be super long, and I wanted her to be able to see that beautiful Wilson Combat barrel. So the Odinworks, the 12.5-inch. The Nikon M223, and then it's sitting on the M223 XR mount, and this one has, I think, a couple of mils already factored into it so hopefully that this will be a little bit easier to dial in for extreme long range. Has the Odinworks extended mag release. It is the ultimate dust cover door, and it has the kind of the same design as the little pills that the upper receiver has to it. It has a Phase 5 tactical one-piece extended slide bolt release. It has one thing that's cool about this particular receiver set is there's actually a set screw in there and not a pin, so you can change that out pretty fast. It also, of course, has the set screw back holding the safety selector detent in place. The safety selector is Battle Arms development. The trigger is Geisel. This is the Combat Enhanced, or whatever the hell it is. Same one that I have in my AR pistol. A Mo G Plus grip. It has the Bravo Company large latch. It's this just one of the large latch because of the scope being here. It was easier to get to it. Wilson Combat nickel boron heavy bolt carrier. The KNS springs. This one actually has the T1 buffer. We wanted to try to lighten this up as much as possible for shooting. So you want to build, if you're going to run with a gas system, you can actually run with a lighter a buffer, which I might end up doing to the pistol too, is lightening that all up so you don't get like the pogo effect. And instead of the recoil being your bullet, what you actually feel starts to be the mass, the reciprocating mass of the gun itself, more or less. So, what else? And the ACS stock on it.
Yeah.
Wow. So that pretty much rounds out going crazy. Are we bowling?
Yeah, bowling for glasses.
And the sad thing is between school and work and boys, she hasn't even shot that yet.
No, boyfriend.
Boyfriend. But I have. My first shot doing nothing but putting that scope on there and pulling the trigger. I think I was 2 inches low and 4 inches to the right. So it took like 3 shots to get that bullseye. And the last time I shot it, I set up pieces of clay pigeon, and it was just like boom and it was gone, boom and it was gone. It's wickedly fun.
What are you from, Boston?
Boston.
Wicked?
It's wicked. I'm from Boston, and I'm having my beer.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
I'm having my beer that I really thought would be a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially when 2 of my favorite companies get together.
Okay. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's kind of a bland thing.
Yep.
Want to try it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't have a lot of flavor, and it, like 4.5%, man. You could just sit and drink them all day long, I guess. I mean, if this is like an exact replica of the style that they were going for, then hats off, I guess. Is it something that I would work out a deal with Hasman and have him get me a few more? No. Kentucky Common Lager has a rich malt flavor with a tart finish. Okay, So if all you've ever had are the tart sours, the lambics, and the stuff I've had from the brewery, you would never even for a second think that this was tart at all. I don't know, like anything, it's always cool to try things, especially when when it's a collaboration between two of my favorite breweries. I have yet to really have anything from Oscar Blues that I don't like, and Great Lakes, they are also a stellar brewery. I would say if I've had 15 things from them, one or two would have been on the it was okay, but I don't know if I'd get it again, because it's, maybe it's like I've had some of their sample packs, and I'm not really a fan of white ales. I'm not really, unless you get the Belgians really down good, I'm not a huge fan of them either. And so on the E scale, I personally would probably give this like a 5. Tomorrow, I picked up some cool shit. Got a whole bunch of stuff from Hazman. Johnny picked up a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Why don't we look at the the old 21? That's fair game. We've already reviewed that one. Why don't we look at a fresh this year's batch of Nosferatu? I get it right every now and then. It's a good like hands down first time like Dracula, if you can sit through a silent movie of course. Imperial Red Ale. Don't be afraid of things that go hop in the night. Rich malted flavors haunt the shadows of our Imperial Red's bitter teeth. Thought it was on here. 8%. 8% and 70 IBU. Nosferatu. Take a look at this tomorrow. And now, something I don't know if I want to address or not. I can't wait to, I guess I'm gonna. Any of you guys that saw Joey Cuz, his last video, I don't know if it was up last night or up early this morning. I watched it early this morning. He had heard something on the internet, decided to go check it out for himself, went to his mall, and there is no, of course, there should be the warning part, because this is something that that I get exercised about. No Christmas decorations. Granted, a few people left comments, maybe you got to give it a little bit more time. It is before Thanksgiving, but Christine has had quite a few retail jobs, and she says by now everything should have been in place. They want it fully decorated for the Black Friday shit. And so Joey walks in, and sure shit, Santa, there's no trees, there's no presents, there's no red and green. Santa is in what looks like a fucking spaceship. A big white drop of cum is where Santa is sitting. And the rumor is that Christmas is offensive to some people. Well, like Joey, who tried to keep it in control but didn't, but for good reason. Offensive to who? Christmas is, how long has it been around? Like forever? It's part of our history. It's part of our country. And all of a sudden, we are going to bend over, once again, the fucking PC bullshit. When is it gonna end? When is someone gonna grow a set of fucking balls and tell these fuckers to go fuck themselves? Christmas is offensive? How about this? Is that offensive? How about you go fuck yourself? How about fucking a goat so you can get your 21 goat virgins when you go see Allah? Fuck that. Oh, that's offensive to me. How come that shit doesn't count for us? We were here first. This is our fucking country. Bunch of fucking ragheads are gonna come over here and all of a sudden everything is just wiped out and gone? Your history, your heritage, our past, our beliefs, our religion is gone so we can fuck a goat while we wear our bacon headband? Seriously? Fuck you. Fuck everybody that thinks that somehow this PC shit is anyhow good. Fuck you all. That's what I say. This is our country. This is my country. This is your country. At what point do we get fed up enough? We fucking round them all up and throw them the fuck out of our country. Merry fucking Christmas, fucking raghead. You want to get in on this?
What are you shouting about? I can hear you all the way upstairs. Usually I'm the one shouting because I'm watching hockey. And I'm not watching hockey.
I'm shouting because I disagree that Santa is sitting in a big cum drop that looks like a fucking spaceship because some fucking towel-head piece of shit says that he is offended by our religion and our beliefs.
You don't want me to go off on this one.
Probably not.
Trust me.
I pretty much want to be done too. You know,
all I can say is if you don't like this country and what it was founded on and what our traditions and customs and etc. are and have been and should continue to be, and you don't like it and don't want to be a part of it, pack your shit and return to the country in which you once came from.
yeah, if it's so fucking good, why'd you leave?
Period.
Danger. Castle. Danger. I realize with you guys, for the most part, I'm speaking seriously to the choir. But at what point do we finally stomp this fucking shit into the ground?
It's evil. Period.
Joey, yours is a Simon Mall, as you know, because we talk. Mine is also a Simon Mall, so I'm planning on going and checking it out. And I don't know if I am going to be able to stay silent. I'd write a letter to the editor, make up some signs, go sit out front, I don't know, do a video. Show it, like you did. Go on in. Hey Santa, how do you feel? How does it make you feel that there is no fucking presents? You don't have a sleigh. There's no elves. There's no Christmas tree. There is no sign of Christmas other than you're wearing your Santa suit and you're sitting in a large cum drop. Well, a fucking towel head takes everybody's money. They're the Simon Mall. You're still happy to get everybody's goddamn money, aren't you? Not getting mine.
But see,
Fuck
but
that
that
place.
goes back to people being stupid. Don't even get me on that tangent either. I think somewhere along the line that people have lost their individuality. They have lost their voice. And they just they follow and do what the masses say that they should do instead of thinking for themselves.
I don't even think it's the masses. I think the fact that piece of shit like Obama and his entourage of loser liberal media have, I still think, the mass amount of people, the majority. We are still the majority. But the problem is liberals are losers. They don't have jobs. I mean, look at how many people that have voted for Obama even have a job. They have all the time in the world to go protest. We are busy supporting our families and the welfare fucks that don't have jobs. That's why we don't have time to get out there and do what the liberals seem to have plenty of time to do.
It's not that, it's the people. I disagree with you. It's the people. You look at these younger generations nowadays, and they are so easily swayed.
Oh,
there was a perfect example where this guy on Facebook would go around saying, I just want to know if you are a Hillary Clinton supporter, and if so, do you support the fact that she wants to bring more Sharia law into this country? You know, and he gave an example of, you know, what she wanted to do. I can't remember how he worded it, but that was the example, that was her number one thing on the agenda. And every young person that he interviewed was like, well, I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah, sure, that sounds good. Let's just go with that.
Well, like Sam says, her generation is a bunch of fucking retards.
Well, you know, I hate to agree with my stepdaughter, but yeah, she has a valid point.
Very, very few people. Her and her boyfriend are almost the only two people I know in that age group that even understand or get it. I mean, she's just like, I'm working my ass off. I'm getting the shit taxed out of me. Obama is a dick. Obamacare is a fucking train wreck. My generation is paying for it, and they're so fucking stupid, they let it happen. What a bunch of dumbasses.
I'm just saying. And not only that part of it, because of the amount of stupidity that runs rampant in this world, history has a way of repeating itself over and over again. And that's the other lesson that we never learn.
There you go.
It's just better to be a doggy.
Say hi, Sam. No. Okay. You need a mint or something. Because now my neck smells like your butthole.
She says, but I love you. The next door neighbors are dog sitting their daughter's dog, and you know he has 3 legs, 2 front and 1 hind leg. And he gets around. I mean, like, he has no problem walking and stuff. It's just kind of bizarre looking, though.
Tell you, if you want a 3-legged cat, I can hook you right up.
No, thank you.
Greg's trying to find a home for Hopper.
I don't want no more animals.
What's up?
I just came downstairs to see why you were shouting.
Every time we ring a cowbell, a towel head loses his wings.
They don't have wings. Evil people do not have wings. Well, maybe I suppose they could if they were, you know, part of hell.
They are part of hell. Read the Quran.
Well,
when douchebags like Obama say that the radical ones are the ones that are killing Americans, no, the radical ones that are the ones that come over here peacefully and meld into America.
Well, look at the star on the moon, the symbol. If you look that up, it'll tell you. It's not nice.
No, they're not. I want them all to leave. I want them to be escorted out.
The only way that's ever going to happen if people, 1, wake up, and 2, come together. And all I can say is good luck having that happen with all the younger generations.
Oh yeah. Just get me my fucking Obama phone and make sure I get my legal dope. Gotta go to the dispensary and pick up some dope.
Where?
Not around here.
Well, where?
I could go
State?
for some right now.
What state are you talking about? What?
Colorado.
What are you referencing to?
You can go to Colorado. Me and Gary tried to find some dispensaries, you know, some of the negative,
Are they like dispensaries that they have like over in what is it? The place in Europe, Holland? Is that where they go to the coffee bars and order a coffee and a side of Mary Jane?
I guess.
I don't know. I shouldn't speak because I haven't really researched it.
I actually shouldn't even throw that in as a reference because I have mixed feelings on that. I don't think it should be illegal.
You know, if they were just to make that legal across all 50 states, and if we had smart people that were running the country and said, okay, let's make it legal and tax the hell out of it, ding, no debt.
That's right. I tell you, not that I know this from personal experience or not, but I sure in the hell would rather know that the guy that I'm working with is maybe smoking up a little as opposed to drinking. Just saying. I know that's a completely different area. We don't need to go there. Okay. Now that the dog has had her tongue in my ear.
Well, I just came downstairs to see what you're hemming and hawing about so loudly.
I'm pissed off over the whole thing. If I go up to our mall and there ain't no fucking Christmas going on up there.
The thing that just surprises me is when you break it down from a percentage, and I know you can make numbers look like anything, it's got a small percentage of people that are actually, you know, causing this ruckus or saying that they want, you know, that this is offensive.
Oh, I really like that grip you got right there.
And why are we supporting that small group of people?
I don't know. Oh, I have to take this. I'll be right back.